Hey guys, Cece back with another video. This one is going to be in a different format because I am not going to be in the video at all. It is ugly day today and I am not putting on any makeup, not doing any damn thing. But I wanted to get this foundation declutter video filmed for you guys. I know I told you I would have this for you, and finally here we go. So these are all of my foundations. This is all of my madness. I counted 50 foundations earlier, so it's a little crazy. It is a little crazy, and a lot of these are expired. Well, some of these are expired, and I really need to make room, one, for new things, and two, just get some of these out of my collection so I'm not so overwhelmed so I can use them. So if you guys have been liking this declutter series, definitely give it a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel and comment down below what products you'd like to see me declutter next. But this is already going to be a long video, so I'm not going to ramble. Let's just get into it. So first things first, I'm not going to go into detail about every single foundation. There are just way too many for me to do that. We will literally be sitting here all day. So I'm just going to pull some out. I'll let you know a little bit about some of them and we'll go from there. I really want to declutter a lot of these, you guys. I don't know if it's going to be possible, but we're going to do it. I'm going to start with one that I showed you guys in a first impressions video some months back. This is the Black Opal True Color Stick Foundation. This foundation laid really, really nicely on my skin. I liked it, but it is not for oily skin, honey. Not at all. This is in the shade Truly Topaz, and I am going to go ahead and get rid of this one. Next, I'm going to pull out three foundations that I absolutely love, that I'm absolutely keeping. The first two are my Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundations. These are one of my favorite foundations for the year of 2016. I absolutely love these, and I have them in the colors Amber and Chestnut. Chestnut I use on the perimeter of my face, and Amber I use on the interior of my face, and I really love the finish of both of these. Same thing with the Hourglass Stick Foundation. I really like the finish of it. It is just a bit light, so I mix it in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation in Chestnut, and it works quite well, so I am keeping that also. I want to go ahead and show you guys a few of the foundations that I know I'm keeping. I know I am keeping my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I just got that and I really love it. I'm also keeping my two Nars foundations. I have the Nars Sheer Glow Foundation, and then I have the Nars All Day, what is this, Weightless Luminous Foundation. I am keeping both of those as well. The MAC Matchmaster Foundation is an absolute favorite of mine, as well as the newly purchased Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot. I'm going to have a video coming up with this very soon because this is just fantastic. Some more foundations on my keep list. I have the Lancome Tint Idole Ultra 24-Hour Wear Makeup. That is a keeper, along with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I love that one also. Beautiful finish. I have a whole video on this one. This one's great. Alright, so let's get into the fun stuff. This is the Lancome Miracle Cushion Foundation. I have it in the shade 450 Suede Neutral. This stuff is not for oily skin, nor is it for anyone with germ issues, because I'm not a germaphobe, but I feel like this is pretty gross the way it kind of comes packaged. But people love these cushion foundations. I can't get with them. They're not for oily skin at all, and they don't give that much coverage. So for this, I used it a couple times. I did not like it at all, and I'm just gonna go ahead and pitch this Lancome foundation. Another foundation that I'm gonna get rid of is this Becca Evermatte Shine Proof Foundation. This one I've had for a while. I know it's expired, but it's almost gone, so I can go ahead and get rid of it. I have it in the color Amber. This is one of my absolute favorite foundations ever. Along with that, I'm going to get rid of these two. This is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus. I really love this foundation, but it is super old and expired, as well as the CoverGirl True Blend Liquid Makeup. This is a really, really nice everyday foundation, but again, it's expired. I just don't have the time to use all my foundations up, so these are going to get pitched also. I bought this City Color Photo Chic Foundation. I think I bought it around Black Friday time when they had a sale. I am just not a huge fan of it. It was not for oily skin. I did not like how it really laid on my skin, and it just wasn't my favorite, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this one. But on the contrary, I have this City Color Flawless Finish 3-in-1 primer, concealer, and foundation, and I haven't even opened it yet, haven't even broke the seal, so I definitely want to give this one a try. So I'm gonna keep this one, get rid of that one. Covergirl Clean Oil Control Foundation. I feel like I had this one before and they just repackaged it, tried to trick me, make me think it was something different. I did not like it then and I do not like it now, so this foundation must go. Alright you guys, we're making some progress. Two foundations that I'm absolutely keeping are the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation. You guys have seen me use this in tutorials. I love this foundation, as well as the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. Those are two of my absolute favorite foundations, so those are keepers. Then I have 3 shades of the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup. I absolutely love this foundation. Obviously, I have 3 of them. This darker one is super old right here, so I'm gonna go ahead and pitch this one. It's also almost gone, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that one, but I'm gonna keep the pump because I'm gonna just add it to this one. I absolutely love this foundation, and it's also good for 2 years, which is awesome. Here in my hands lies probably one of the worst foundations that I tried in a very long time. This is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Total Cover Foundation. This is a This is a brand new foundation that just came out in the drugstore. I've done an entire review on it if you have not seen it. This is just not the foundation for me, so I'm not going to get rid of it yet. I'm actually going to keep it for comparison purposes, but this will probably not be touching my face. Another foundation that just really didn't work for me was the Josie Maran Vibrancy Argan Oil Foundation. This foundation is super hydrating, which I knew when I bought it, but I was hoping, I don't know, I was just hoping it worked a little bit. I heard great things about it, so I went ahead and bought it. That was a mistake. This is not for me, and I'm gonna go ahead and give this to someone so it can have a good home, because this foundation is actually not expired and a really great foundation if you have dry skin, so I hear. Too Faced Born This Way foundation. This is probably, again, one of the best foundations I've ever tried. I absolutely love this one. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the one that's not my shade though, which I believe is golden. I have golden here and I have caramel here. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of golden because it's not my shade, but caramel is my shade. I'm keeping it. I love this foundation. It looks amazing on the skin. Another foundation that I'm keeping is the Nars, what is this? Velvet Matte Skin Tint. This was okay for me. It doesn't wow me, but I do like to use it on lighter makeup days. I just put on a very little bit with the beauty blender to kind of sheer it out, and it works for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep that. Another one that I'm keeping is the Marc Jacobs. This is the Genius Gel Foundation. I really love the way it makes my skin look. It sits so nicely on the skin, so that one is a keeper. Here's one that breaks my heart to give away. This is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation. I did not seem to love this as much as the original formula, so I kind of let it expire. I didn't really use it, so I'm gonna go ahead and pitch this one, but I did just get a sample size recently in one of my boxes, so I'm gonna keep this one and maybe try it out again. I have not tried this foundation out in a very long time, and I just remember not loving it, so I'm gonna give it another try in the form of this little guy since this one isn't expired. So let's keep the party going. I am definitely keeping my L'Oreal Pro Matte and also L'Oreal Pro Glow foundations. Both of them, no. This one is in the color Classic Tan, which is the Pro Matte, and then the Pro Glow is in 211 Cream Cafe. So I'm gonna keep both of those. I do really like the way they look on the skin when you mix them together. I just love this foundation, period. So those are keepers. I do have another L'Oreal Pro Matte, which is not the correct color, so I'm gonna go ahead and pitch that one. Next is a foundation that I have not tried yet. I bought this around Black Friday time and I just haven't had a chance to use it. This is the Sephora Tint Infusion Foundation. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a try very soon. This will probably be in my next Shop My Stash video so we can see how this works. Two more drugstore foundations that I seem to enjoy. The first is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation. Not the most mattifying, but definitely a good pick from the drugstore. If you have dry to normal skin, I think this will be a good foundation for you. For oily skin, you need to make sure you prime very well. This is the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Foundation, and this is actually a really good one for every day. Again, not the most mattifying, but it definitely sits so nicely on my skin. Ulta Demi Matte foundation. I actually used this in a couple videos. I wore this and you guys were complimenting me on my skin, and it was definitely this foundation, so I'm gonna keep this and try it some more. I've only used it a few times, but I did like it the few times that I used it. Next, I have a newer foundation, a very new foundation that I was so excited about. This is the LA Girl Pro Coverage Foundation. Reminds you a lot of the Ultra HD, doesn't it? Look at this. They're so similar. I believe they're supposed to be like dupes of each other. Well, the LA Girl is supposed to be a dupe of the Makeup Forever. I just didn't love this LA Girl foundation when I put it on. It set really weird on my skin. I think I'm gonna try to do a video with this so I can show you guys how it looks, but I just wasn't a huge fan. But I'm gonna keep it for now because I only used it twice, so I'm gonna keep it for now and continue to try it. But for right now, I'm not really loving it. The Bare Minerals Bare Skin Foundation. This is the Pure Brightening Serum Foundation. I'm in the color Bare Honey. I loved this foundation when I first got it. After that, I don't know, I just kind of fell out of love with it, and it's definitely expired at this point, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of it. But it doesn't wow me anymore. It used to really wow me. It just does not wow me anymore, so we're gonna go ahead and get rid of that. It's also not the best for oily skin. Here are two foundations that I bought earlier last year. I thought I would love them, and I think I used it one time and I didn't really love it. I have the shades Tan Sand and then Medium Tan Sand. These don't expire until August though. I may try these again and see if I like them. If I don't, I think I'm gonna give them to a good home because they don't need to just sit here with me. We are down to almost the end, guys. I have the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. I just did not love this foundation. It was super thick. I just don't think this one is for me. This is in the color Tan Honey. Again, just don't think it's for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of it. This is like damn near new foundation, so I'm gonna actually give this to someone who would like a new foundation. Next, I have the infamous Maybelline Matte and Poreless foundation. This foundation is absolutely amazing. One of the best, hands down, at the drugstore. The only reason I'm going to give this away, well, there's two. One, it's expired, and two, they do not have my shade. So I have to mix two different foundations in order to make this work, and I just don't want to work that hard. But this is an amazing foundation if you can find your shade. So I definitely recommend the Maybelline Matte and Poreless, but this is going in the giveaway pile for me. I'm so on the fence about this one. This is the Covergirl Queen All Day Flawless 3-in-1 foundation. This is in the color Amber Glow. This is actually a really great foundation. I just never find myself reaching for it. I have no idea why, but it's such a good formula. I just don't reach for it at all. It's not expired. Shoot. I actually just bought this. When does this expire? It expires in June. So you know what? I can keep it for another, what, 5 months? I can keep it for another 4 to 5 months and love on it a little bit. So I'm going to challenge myself to use this one because it really was a good drugstore foundation. Last few. The L'Oreal True Match foundation. People go crazy over this foundation all the time, and I like it. I don't love it. I'm in the color W8 Cream Cafe. Again, I like it, don't love it. This is another one when does this expire? Does not have an expiration date on it. Do I need to lift? Alright, so I'm not sure how they got away with not putting an expiration date on it, but there's no expiration date on it or anything like that. But I just got this foundation maybe like 6 to 8 months ago, so I'm going to go ahead and keep it for a little bit longer. But if I don't use it within the next month or so, this one is going to have to get out of my collection. These are the shade adjusting drops from the Body Shop. I bought these, sometime last year, and it's actually come in handy to adjust my foundations that are too light for me. So I'm keeping those. When does this expire? In 12 months. So I probably only have a few months to use it, but I'm gonna keep those for now. Along with this Becca Radiant Skin Satin Foundation. I did not love it when I tried it. It's in the color Amber, so it is my shade, but when I tried it, it was just a little too radiant for me. I'm gonna try it one more time. I only used it once. I'm gonna try it one more time. If I don't like it, this one's gonna go. Down to the last two, you guys. The first is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Airbrush Foundation. This is their powder foundation. I just don't use powder foundations that often. I've had this for a while now, for such a long time. I've been pushing this expiration date for the longest, but I've had it for a long time. There's still a lot left in here because I don't use powder foundations. So this one I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of. It's a great product, great foundation, nice coverage for a powder. I just don't use it. And the last foundation that I have is a newer one. This is the Iman Luxury Radiance Liquid Makeup in Clay 2. This is actually too dark for me, and I just didn't like the finish of it when I used it. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this one away as well. Alright peeps, so we started with 50 foundations. Here is our giveaway pile. Let's go through it and see what we have. We're giving away a Born This Way foundation. Well, giveaway throwaway pile. A Born This Way foundation. I have an Iman, Tarte. We have a Makeup Forever here. Bare Minerals, Josie Maran, Tarte. L'Oreal, let's just set that down. That's a City Color, Maybelline, Lancome Cushion Foundation back there. Lancome Cushion Foundation, Covergirl, Makeup Forever, Estee Lauder, Becca, Covergirl, and Black Opal. So, of the 50 foundations that I had, we are giving away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 foundations. I think we did pretty good today, you guys. We did pretty darn good. That means I have 33 foundations left, which is still way too many, but it's a lot less than what we started out with. So I'm really proud of myself. Yeah. These are the foundations that I'm left with. So I'm going to throw some away and then give some away to family and friends. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, or you know what declutter series you would like to see next, definitely leave it down below in the comments. Please don't forget to subscribe and follow me on all of my social medias, my Instagram, my Snapchat, and also liking my Facebook fan page. I definitely appreciate it. I love you guys so, so much. Give this video a big thumbs up if it was helpful, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye guys.